Boom! We got a little graphics jump scare here for you. So it turns out the game is available on Steam. For some reason I didn't even check. I just assumed it wasn't. But we got it on Steam now. So obviously it looks better. Obviously it's playing some cleaner music rather than the bit music, which I can enable that in settings, but I do prefer this music, so that's good. And for the most part, the only things that change is the cost of things and the XP you gain. I've heard the battles are a little bit easier, but it shouldn't be too much of a difference, so I'm not worried about it. And because we're in this game mode, we've got quite a bit more money. Don't worry, even though we have more characters for every name, we've still got the OG crew. We got Block, Risa, Grok, and of course Hiela. But because we get more XP, I've just killed the first boss that I killed in the first one, and we're all already at level 3 just from that short journey. And we've got more magic. Risa's got fire and protect. Grok's got cure and Dia, which Dia, we actually have descriptions of items now, which is really convenient. Apparently, cure deals damage to all undead, Dia deals damage to all undead enemies, which is super convenient, but I have not found a use for that yet, obviously, because I don't think we've encountered any undead. I assume the imps are not undead. And Yellet's got sleep and thunder. And I also realized that the rapier is just a better axe, because it has more accuracy. And in this mode, I'm not sure if it was like this in the original, but Grok, the white mage, can actually use a hammer. So we've got Block and Risa both using rapiers, because apparently Risa is like a mix of magic and physical, because they can wear chainmail, they can use rapier, but they can also use magic. So Risa is apparently just the strongest one on the team. They are a true all-rounder, apparently. I did not know that when I was picking them. I was just picking them randomly, but that's super convenient. And Risa's probably gonna, I might honestly walk around with Risa on the map, just because they're the most all-rounder, but I don't know. Maybe actually, okay, I'm gonna switch between them each episode, because that sounds fun. So today is Risa's episode, and we still have a ton of money. I want to buy some health potions and some cures, because I have not gone across the bridge yet. Wow, that is way more stuff than before. Sleeping bag, tent, and cottage? I don't know. I don't know about any of this. I'm just gonna buy 2 antidotes, because I don't want to get poisoned. And I'm gonna buy 3 potions. And we'll just leave it at that. We'll just leave it at that for now, because that is way more than there was before. Now, I have noticed that in this game mode, the characters actually have more dialogue. So I went through like a whole conversation with the king, and he was like, I'm gonna actually build a bridge. So that's interesting that I actually have more stuff to talk about. Oh, it's in like 2 menus. I didn't notice that. I don't think it was like that in the original game. I honestly preferred the old menu, but that's fine. I'm not worried about it. But I should be doing a lot better now than I was before. Hopefully, I can one-hit all of these people. Yeah, he's got the hammer, so he's doing a bunch of damage. The rapiers are doing crazy damage. And of course the black mage is the weakest, but that's not really a problem. So I'm realizing that Risa is doing double hits. And I have no idea what causes that. I assume it's because I gave them a rapier? But I do not know. And oh, this is my first time crossing the bridge, so we're gonna get the opening cutscene again, 2 episodes in a row, but now we get it in HD. Now, one problem I do have with this version of the game, and I noticed it the second I booted up into the file, there's no way to speed up through these cutscenes that I've already seen, and they go so painfully slowly. I'm not the fastest reader, right? And so I'm usually the one falling behind in these text walls where they zip up way too fast, but this is just criminally slow, especially because I already read it last episode, so there's not even a need for this, and there's no skip button. I'm clicking every button on my controller and nothing is happening. Okay, we made it through the bridge cutscene. Oh, and we got achievements. That is also a big benefit. This mode on Steam has achievements, and I'm a big achievement hunter for sure. So I'm just going to continue off from where we left off. We're a little bit behind where we were before, so we have yet to encounter that mage woman who was asking for like a crystal ball or something. And I still have no idea how to get to Elfland, which I assume is still a quest. I actually did not talk to those wizards, but I presume that that's still the same quest that we have, because why wouldn't it be? So I'm definitely going to try and figure out how to get to Elfland, and I still want to talk to this... Oh wow, these enemies look mortifying. I feel like I should focus on the ogre first, because he looks problematic. And then I'll use the black mage on one of the Giga Worms. Gigas Worm. 9 damage? Goddamn! Oh thank god that missed. 32? I might be cooked. Okay. We're changing up strategies. I need to kill the little guys first, because they're doing a lot of damage. We are going to use Cure on block. And you can use Sleep, because I don't want to fight these guys anymore. Oh no, it doesn't happen right away? Ooh, we might be cooked. Oh, and it didn't work on the big guy. That is very unfortunate. And neither of the Gigas Worms died. Okay, we might be unprepared. I thought that we would definitely be fine. But it seems like that is not actually the case. Which is very, very unfortunate for us. And how am I getting attacked when people are supposed to be asleep? That's my question. Is he gonna die? Okay. No. Oh god. 1 damage. Okay. That is a problem, to say the least. We need to kill the Giga Worms this turn, or else we might just be screwed. We do have one more cure. I'm gonna have to use it on block. Hopefully everything just dies this turn. Ooh. Thank god I healed Yella, because they definitely would have died, but Risa is still pretty much one-hittable. Which is very, very problematic. And I don't have any more cures. So now I'm wondering if last time I played this, in the older version, if I just got lucky and only encountered those snakes, or if I got super unlucky in this mode and encountered the big guy, or if these guys only spawn in this version of the game, which is definitely possible. Okay, I was able to beat them, but only... Oh wow, I got a lot of XP for that. But only 2 of my characters got it, which is obviously very unfortunate. Block has a lot of HP now. I should probably just head home and take a nap so that I can res everyone, because that's probably... Actually, I think I need to spend money to res them and then take a nap to heal. I definitely need to get some more experience for sure. Yeah, like, this is what I'm talking about. There's a whole cutscene going on here that before we just walked up, and she was like, I need an orb. My eye, my eye. Ouch. This girl needs glasses. I can't see a blasted thing without my crystal eye. Who would have stolen it from me? Okay, so do we need to find the crystal eye in this room? Or do we need to go out and find it out in the world? Because in the last game, I kind of just assumed we need to find it out in the world. But in this game, it makes me feel like it's actually in here. Which, I thought it would be in one of those chests, but it's not. We just robbed this blind lady, which is fine. I guess we need to go find her eye somewhere. But we did get some free loot out of her, so that's good. Hopefully she doesn't get mad at us when she gains sight again. We also have this big map, which it looks like we can go left from the castle that we beat the boss at in the first game and the second game. However, I didn't see any path to the left, so maybe it's only just opened up? Or maybe it like loops back around if we go in a big circle or something, I'm not sure, but we'll have to figure that out. Ooh, I think we might just want to run from this, to be honest. I'm just gonna flee. I'm just gonna leave Grok and Yellow there. I guess Grok and Yellow will just die even more. I'm not gonna sleep yet, because if we go to sleep, we're definitely going to end up healing our 2 fighters, and the other 2 are just gonna remain dead, which is gonna be obviously a problem. I definitely need to revive them both. It still costs 40 gold. So hopefully we made some gold off of that. I've not been checking how much gold we've been getting. Let me see. 408 gold. Okay, we've got a lot of gold. So we've got more than enough to go sleep and heal up everyone. And then we can go right instead of going up. Maybe there will be weaker enemies if we go right instead of towards the crystal ball lady. Because we did encounter that big group of strong enemies right next to the crystal eye. So hopefully they're not as strong to the right. If they are and we end up dying again, then we might just need to honestly grind some weaker enemies, grind these guys, and just see how much XP they're giving us and how many levels we can gain pretty quickly. Now I will say, with Block and Risa at level 5, we should be a lot better off. They should be a lot tankier and doing a lot more damage. Yeah, okay, yeah, I see. I've just been skipping through this menu, but we got 30 gil and 30 XP for that, which is pretty good amount of money considering how easy those enemies were. Oh wow, we can walk diagonally! If I hold the... Oh, okay, so yeah, he's gonna be to the right too, but this time he's all by himself. So it should be a lot easier. I'm actually gonna use fire on him because he's so strong, and I don't... Is he undead? He's an ogre, so he's probably not undead. I'm gonna save my thunder. I used my thunder on the boss, and thunder does an incredible amount of damage. It does more so than fire, which is actually insane to me. This fire actually didn't do that much, so I'm gonna assume the ogre is pretty resistant to fire. Yeah, Block took significantly less damage to him than he was before. So he's definitely a lot tankier now. And just from killing that one guy, we got 195 XP and gold. That is a lot of XP. At least to me now, in the early game. I honestly have no idea where we're supposed to be going. But there's pretty much only one path to go down, so we should be fine. And this guy is freaky. He looks... I don't know, he looks like a water enemy because he's blue, but he's a lizard, so I'm gonna assume he's not a water enemy. And I know that water enemies are obviously weak to lightning, because it's lightning. What's interesting is that even though Risa has good armor, she's still taking a lot of damage, which is definitely gonna be a problem. This guy is super tanky. It seems like he's resistant to, like, blunt attacks, I think. Yeah, I definitely need to find a way to get Risa to be able to tank more damage. I wish there was... I wonder if there's a spell in order to get certain characters to take aggro. Because if I could get Block to pull aggro on the enemies, and then just continually cure him and use healing items on him... Oh wow, is he flying? That's crazy. Let's go for the flying crazy horse first. And just put everything on him and hope that he dies. 51 damage? Wow. Okay, these guys take a lot of damage. Oh, and they hit the other enemy in this game, even if you attack something that's dead. So you can just spam everyone on one thing and not worry too much about that. That's really good, actually. Risa is low enough where I'm probably going to be able to use my heal on her without capping out. Oh, and you get potions from killing enemies in this game. You probably did it in the last game too, but that's really convenient. I don't have to worry so much about spending all my money on that. I might just run from this guy, honestly, because he tanks so much damage, and I don't want to take all that damage. Block was honestly the best one to hit there. As long as it's not Risa, I'm happy. New town, please help us. You gotta give me more information than that, brother. What am I supposed to do with that? Those blasted pirates, they're running around looting and pillaging like it's their own place. Okay, I need to sleep because I'm probably going to get attacked by pirates. What is the dancer doing as the barkeep? I would love to stay the night, but that costs 10 more gold here than it does at the other place, which isn't that much. It's definitely less than I make just fighting enemies and losing HP, but it is more than before, which is unfortunate. I kind of presumed that it would be the same across all of the towns, but I guess it's not, because it's probably going to go up the further into the towns I get, and I assume there's going to be some better spells here as well. Blinda. Cures darkness. Oh, okay. I have no idea what darkness is, but that's interesting. Cast silence on all enemies. Don't know what that... Maybe that prevents them from casting spells or something. Reduces lightning damage by half for the entire party. And raises one ally's evasion. I'm not going to buy any of these for now, because I've never encountered anything that these would be useful for. But if you guys know what silence is for, tell me in the comments, because I have no idea what silencing all enemies could possibly do to benefit me. But I'm sure I'll figure it out. If I don't figure it out in the video, let me know, because I'm going to try and avoid looking anything up. And I don't want any spoilers in the comments. I want to play it completely blind. But I definitely don't know what that is, and I want to know. This guy is selling me stuff. He's literally in my party. Yella is robbing us blind. We got Blizzard, deals ice damage to one enemy. I kind of want to buy Blizzard for Risa, because then she'll have fire and ice magic, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. We got Dark, blinds all enemies with darkness, which I assume makes them, you know, much more likely to miss. It's the only thing I can think of, and I love the attacks that do something to all enemies. That is the best kind of attack. Raises one ally's attack and reduces all enemies' number of attacks. Interesting. I'm gonna buy Dark. I want to buy Dark and Slow, but I'm just gonna stick with Dark for now because I do not have enough money. Oh, you know what? Before I started wasting all my money on crazy spells, I should have checked for armor and weapons. That was probably not the play, because magic is so expensive. Yup. Wow, this is crazy expensive. Why would I ever use the battle axe over the broadsword if it's only +1 damage, but the broadsword has +5 accuracy? I guess it's because it's the type of weapon? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I guess I will buy the battle axe for block, and I'll buy the broadsword for Risa at some point. I obviously don't have the money for that now, but I should be able to work up to it if I just grind some money or fight some pirates. Where are all the pirates at? I thought this place was being attacked by pirates, but there's nobody here. Oh. Immediately the pirates show up. I am going to check these two places first. This is just for items. I'm more interested in the armor place, because the less damage I can take, that'll be way better. Cures darkness, cures silence, that makes sense. I had no idea what the eye drops were going to do, but if that cures darkness, that makes a lot of sense. And you know what? Now that I've seen that we can cast darkness on enemies, which blinds them, now we know that that must do the same thing to us, and that probably decreases our odds of hitting the enemy by a lot. We do have iron armor now. Oh, and we can buy gloves for everyone and a leather shield. Okay, I'm gonna buy the leather shield because it's cheap, and I would buy a leather glove. Actually, I'm gonna buy leather gloves, 2 of them, and I'm gonna give them to Risa and Block. I feel like Risa really actually, I'm gonna buy... Oh, okay, Risa cannot hold a leather shield. Risa needs so much more defense because she's just getting blasted by everyone, and it is honestly a huge problem. But let's equip her with some gloves. She needs some gloves for sure, and then obviously Block can get the shield and some gloves because he's our tank. And we need to save up a lot of money. We need to upgrade Block's armor, and we need to get some weapon upgrades for those two as well. We have already bought magic, so our 2 mages should be pretty good for now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fight these guys, considering I was getting destroyed by random enemies on the way here, but I'll try my best. And just what do you be doing here? You wouldn't be looking to make trouble with Bicus Buccaneers, would ya? I don't know why they're like Canadian pirates, but I'm sticking with it. You've got cannonballs of steel to be taking on the great pirate Becky. Call all them boys. Aye, Captain. We'll make their bones go crunch. It's like a mix of pirate with Irish and a little bit of Oh, I'm forgetting the language. It's the people in Brave, if you've seen that movie. Like Scottish. Also, these guys look like Ninja Turtles. I just gotta throw that out there. These guys are definitely Ninja Turtles. I'm going to... Do we have... We need some AoE attack for this. Do I want to use Protect? I feel like I'm gonna use Protect on Risa, because she's always taking damage for some reason. And there's just so many of them, I feel like I need to. I am gonna use magic on them. They're not undead, unfortunately, so I can't use any white magic. And do I want to use dark or sleep? I'm just gonna use both. I'm gonna use dark first. Actually, I'll use sleep first, then dark for when they wake up, and then I'll use sleep again. And hopefully that'll slow them down. Yeah, this time I got to use sleep right away, which is very good. I did miss on 3 of them, which is unfortunate. But on the bright side, I did cast Protect before I got hit, which is very good. And these guys seem to take a lot of damage, and Block is absolutely tanking. He's not taking any damage from these guys. It seems like they're a lot weaker than I originally thought, so I'm going to actually save my magic. Well, you know what? Big brain move. I'm going to attack the guys in the back, because those guys are actually awake. And hopefully the guys in the front will attack less frequently because they're asleep, but somehow they're still attacking. I don't understand how sleeping works. Because when I think of being asleep, I think I'm not going to be able to attack. And yet these guys are definitely still attacking me. So if you guys understand how that works, let me know that as well. Because that is very confusing to me, that sleeping doesn't actually mean that they can't attack. Fortunately, I'm still crushing these guys. They do not do that much damage. Especially when they attack Block or Risa, who is obviously the tank and under a protective spell. I'm worried... Should I use... No, I don't need to use heal on Grok yet. She's still got plenty of HP. Alright, that is a lot of XP and gil. That's actually huge. That's almost enough to get me a weapon just by itself. I assume I'm still gonna have to fight the pirate captain. I be most sorry, young masters. I'll be making no more fuss, I swear. I want you to take me ship for your troubles. Can you find it in your heart to forgive an old pirate? Hell yeah, I can if you give me a whole ass boat. How am I holding that in my inventory? I got big ass pockets. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I've had myself a change of heart. I plan to buckle down and be the hardest worker in town. You believe me, don't you? I've gone full-on Irish accent with that guy for some reason. Because of you, we needn't fear the pirates anymore. Thank you so much. Okay, this is huge. I'm gonna go around and talk to every NPC and just pray that someone gives me some reward for defeating the pirates other than the ship. I don't think there are any ports to the north. A ship can only dock at a port, you know. Okay. So I need to go south for ports. Because of you, we needn't fear the pirates anymore. Thank you so much. Okay. I presume I'm not going to get any reward unless it's maybe from this green girl, because she looks different from the 3 blue-haired clones. They say there are elves living across the sea. Okay, so Elfland must be across the sea then. But in order to do it, we need to get to a port, which is not north. We need to go probably east and south. Oh, you know what? I think I remember seeing a port to the south of this town and also to the south of the original town. So that's probably where I need to go. I'll try and remember that. But the elf prince has fallen into a deep sleep and hasn't woke up. Okay, we got Sleeping Beauty. Because of you, we needn't fear the pirates anymore. Okay, yeah. Those guys are literally clones. They're all saying the exact same thing. We gotta get out of here. We've still got pretty good health. Okay, yeah, there's literally a port immediately. There are enemies in the water, which is problematic because that is a lot of enemies. And I feel like I might end up losing to these guys. Shoot, I think she said across the sea. I don't think she said in any specific direction, so I'm gonna assume as long as it's disconnected from the main land, it's probably Elfland. Or maybe it's just across the longest stretch of land that I can find. I'll have to... Darkness is probably gonna work so well on the big eyes. I should use darkness on them. But I'm probably gonna just have to see where the furthest location I can get to is, and do that, and see if Elfland is over there. I am going to try and use Dark on these guys, because I want to see darkness on the eyes. Unfortunately, it didn't happen right away. They are missing, which is very... I don't know if I'm getting lucky or if these guys just have horrible attack rate. Oh, you know what? Dark must have gone off. Oh, no, it didn't. They just have horrible attack rate. That's huge, though. I didn't miss a single one. That's really good. We should be able to kill these guys pretty easily, considering how bad their hit ratio is. Oh, he put up a shield. How do shields work? Based on how that just went off, I'm assuming maybe it increases the odds that they miss, or maybe it just only procs sometimes, but when it does proc, I take decreased damage or something. I'm sure I'll figure it out over time. I can't tell, because every time I've used it so far, the enemy has missed, and I don't know if that's because I'm using it, or that's just random luck. 18 damage, wow. They don't hit very often, but when they do hit one of our mages, they do a lot of damage. Fortunately, we do get level ups. We actually got quite a lot of XP from them. Yeah, playing in this mode definitely decreases the amount of grind that we have to do in terms of getting XP, which is very convenient. I'm gonna attack the big eye first, because I don't think they had that much HP, and I'm gonna use the white and the black mage on one guy because they were not one-hitting. I actually am scared now. I really don't want him to hit the white mage because he is very low on HP, and that makes me super nervous. I need you to cure yourself, please. Do not die. I think it might cause a miss, because every single time he's used his shield, they've missed. And I feel like that can't be a coincidence at this point. Fortunately, I did get my cure off. They didn't kill Grok, which is very good. And I think I need to be more lenient with how I use cure, because once my characters die, they're dead. Obviously, and especially with Grok, if my healer ends up dying, it's just not going to be good. I am going to take out the Shahagan first, and I'm going to use... I don't know what these sharks are. They're pretty cool looking, to be honest. I feel like ice magic is going to work good against water enemies, but I'm not actually sure. So I will use it in test. And nobody really needs a heal, so I'll also attack that shark. And for you, I want to use thunder magic, because I know thunder's going to work good against water enemies, and that guy is the most obviously water enemy I've ever seen. Both of these guys are obviously water enemies. But let's see how much damage it does. Oh, wow! The hammer did a lot of damage to him. And of course, the lightning did a ton. Blizzard. Blizzard does an okay amount of damage. Honestly, it could have been more. Because he took so much damage from lightning, I'm going to use my big attacker on him. Actually, I'll split the damage evenly between the two of them. I'm gonna need to heal Grok, and I'm gonna need to heal Yella. Oh god, neither of them are gonna die, are they? Okay, thank god one of them died. That's actually huge. And then I can use Cure on herself again. And next fight, I'm gonna need to use Cure on Yella as well. By the way, I have no idea what genders these characters are, but in my universe, Block and Yella are the boys, and Risa and Grok are the gals. So, irregardless of what they actually are, that's what they are on my team. Just so you know. Just so you're not like, oh, actually, that's a girl. No, I don't think so. What is this? What? They're getting to attack before us? I'm just gonna run away and try and heal. No, okay, so I don't know how fleeing works. Is it just like a set chance? Oh, did he stun me? That's not good. I might just have to give up on running. Yeah, that's actually a big problem. I need to kill the eyes first, because apparently they can make me just sit there and do nothing. Okay, yeah, I might just be cooked. Fortunately, Block is so strong that he can just tank everything, but this is not good. This is actually super bad. I might get team wiped here just because everyone's sleeping. I don't know how long this is gonna last, but But I've learned my lesson. I will now focus all of my attacks on Big Eyes immediately because this super sucks. God. Having Yella as my only attacker is just horrible. I'm gonna use Dark actually, and hopefully that'll help. God, Yella's gonna die. I might just be cooked here. Does it cure? Maybe? No, that's only for poison. They're not poisoned right now. I'm just gonna have to keep attacking and pray. Yeah, Yella's gonna die. I think my only option is to just try and run and pray for the best. Yep. I'm cooked. I think I just have to sit here and take attacks over and over until I die, or until they wake up. Damn, okay, so the eyes are a big problem. I need to super hard focus on that. Oh my god, I woke up. I might actually be able to get out of this. And he can block now. Okay. We have a chance. We have an actual chance. We're still gonna need to spend a ton of money rezzing Risa, Grok, and Yella, which is a huge problem. And it's mildly infuriating that Block and Risa are a higher level than Grok and Yella already to me. But knowing that if I win this with Block, which I probably will, he's gonna be an even higher level than Risa, Grok, and Yella, it makes my little ADHD brain mad. But we're just gonna have to deal with it, I guess. And I mean, it's fine, it makes sense. He's the tank after all, so he does need the most HP. So I guess it's whatever. Oh, he fleed. Oh, good. Okay, I'm remembering. My attacks do switch to different enemies in this game, which is great. Okay. I need to see if I can look at, like, an overworld map, because if there is a closer location for me to go to, I definitely need to do that. It looks like I can't see ports. Oh, I can. There's one to the left. I can see a little port to the left. So that's where I'm gonna go. Hopefully I don't encounter any enemies. Please, please. Oh, come on. I was so close. I was this close. I really hope there's a town here, because if there's not, I'm gonna have no way of healing and I'm gonna end up dying. I don't know how far back it's gonna take me. Hopefully it just takes me back to the town that I was in before. That would be the best outcome possible. But yeah, hopefully I don't die. And hopefully there's a town right at this port, because if there's not a town here, then I'm just gonna be lost in the sauce. Oh, thank God there's a town here. Elfheim! Okay, this is not Elfland. This is not Elfland. It's got a different name. However, it's possible that Elfland is only from the old game, and Elfheim is the same thing in the new game. Like, maybe they've renamed the town. Because Elfland is a little bit of a basic name, I'm not gonna lie, no offense. No offense to the elven people that named their country, but Elfland is a little bit bland, I gotta say. 100 gil per night. I'm going to save real quick, and I'm going to see if sleeping rests all my characters. I assume it doesn't, because why would you be able to spend 40 gold to revive your characters if you can just sleep for 100 gold and revive everyone? But who knows? Who knows? Maybe I can res them all. Let's check. Okay, yeah. I kind of expected that. Let's go back to when I had a little bit more money. And we need to go find the health. We need to find the res location. Let's talk to some NPCs too. I just don't know. I don't know what we can do. Please help our prince. Okay. They've got prince problems. That checks out. I'm gonna wait to explore this town until next video, I think. But I do still want to find where I can revive my teammates, because this is literally my teammates right now at these gravestones, and I can't be having that, so I gotta fix it. It is a gravestone. Oh, what? Oh, Link from Legend of Zelda? These guys do look exactly like Link. No one knows where Astos, King of the Dark Elves, is gone. Ooh, okay, so we've got Dark Elves, we've got regular elves, we've got Link from Breath of the Wild, from Zelda, I mean, not Breath of the Wild. Prince was meant to become the Elf King, but what will happen now? This guy's doing a little shimmy, he's having a good time. I am a sage. When the time is right, the future is revealed to me. I shall wait patiently until then. Okay. I could probably walk back to him. He probably has something good to tell me at some point. It doesn't seem like there's a spot to revive my team here, which is incredibly problematic. Maybe I just missed it? Maybe I'm just blind? They've got 2 dark magic shops, 2 light magic shops, but no healing. That's not good. Maybe it's in this building? Oh, thank God. Okay, so the unmarked building is where you revive your heroes. Lesson learned. I'm glad I didn't just leave. 200 gil? Oh my God. Okay, it costs more to res your characters over time. That is extremely important information, and I need to keep that in mind. I still think it was a good idea to come this way, because I don't think I could have survived going all the way back across the ocean to where I came from, but I just spent like all my money. I'm probably not gonna have enough to afford anything in this crazy expensive town. But at least I revived everyone. At least I got a nap. Everyone should be at full HP. Everyone should be able to use all their magic. And I'm gonna stop there. We're gonna stop here for now. And next episode, we'll be able to actually explore this town, see if we can find the Elf King, if he's even in this town, and see how expensive everything we need to buy is. We might just skip the last town's equipment, obviously, because we're so far away. I feel like it'll be better to just farm for money here and try and get some better equipment. So, next episode, we're going to explore this town. I might grind for some money first. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. But I'll leave it there for now. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.